There's more to Russia than nesting dolls and vodka. Impress your friends with this collection of little known facts about Russia. Covering a vast area of Europe and Asia, Russia is a diverse and exciting place. It's known for its history and intriguing politics, as well as its rich culture and literature.
Fact number 1. Russia has the longest railway in the world, and yes, it's the famous Trans-Siberian Railway. At 9,288 kilometers long, it's more than twice the length of the second longest, Toronto to Vancouver in Canada. The journey from Moscow to Vladivostok takes around 6 days and travels through the Ural Mountains and a lot of forests. It also passes the record-breaking Lake Baikal, so get your cameras ready for that leg of the journey. Fact number 2. About 70 cats live in the Hermitage Museum. Legend has it that the cats were invited by Empress Elizabeth way back in 1745. While the cats are taken care of by workers at the museum, there is now a website for potential feline parents to adopt a Hermitage cat. But don't worry, you don't need to live in a former palace to keep a pet in Russia. Fact number 3. Russian women live 10 years longer than Russian men. Russian women can expect to live to 78, while the average life expectancy for a man in Russia is 68. However, this difference has slowly been closing over the past decade. Indeed, in 2009, Russian women were generally expected to live 12 years longer than their male counterparts. This may be down to the aforementioned alcohol consumption. Men drink on average 18 liters of alcohol a year, while women consume only 4. Fact number 4. Russia has lot of fresh water in Siberia. You'll find Lake Baikal. Not only is the lake the deepest lake in the world, but it also holds around 20% of the world's freshwater. Being in this chilly part of Russia, the lake regularly freezes during the winter, which means it's even possible to drive across it. However, be sure you have the correct permits and go with an experienced guide. Read more about the rules of the road and driving in Russia. Volgograd is home to the tallest statue of a woman the motherland calls Rodina Matzovyot. Rodina Matzovyot is 85 meters high and looms on the hill of Mamayev Kurgan in Volgograd. With a facial expression to strike terror into the enemy and an absolutely enormous sword, she is an immense presence in the city. The statue was completed in 1967 and was the tallest statue in the world at the time of its completion. Originally built to commemorate the Battle of Stalingrad, Volgograd's previous name, it has undergone several repairs over the years to make sure that all 8,000 tons of it stay upright. Fact number 6. Russia has a lot of trees. 1/5 of the world's trees are in Russia. That's 643 billion trees, the most that any country has. About 45% of the country is covered by trees, much of it in Russia's boreal forest, or taiga. These thick forest regions were once completely under glaciers and are now home to a whole load of brave species, including the Siberian tiger, wild boars, eagles, and owls. Unfortunately, these forests face threats from deforestation and forest fires, so organizations like the WWF and Greenpeace are doing their best to protect them. Fact number 7. The first human into space was Russian. The famous cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin journeyed into outer space in 1961. If you don't know the difference between an astronaut and a cosmonaut, wonder no more. A cosmonaut is trained by the Russian Space Agency, while an astronaut is trained by NASA, the European Space Agency, the Canadian Space Agency, or the Japanese Aerospace Exploration Agency. Fact number 8. Russia is a big producer of fossil fuels. If you live in the EU, you've probably used electricity from a Russian pipeline at some point. In fact, Russia provides 27% of the EU's crude oil imports, 41% of its natural gas, and 47% of its solid fuel, such as coal. Indeed, as the world's third largest oil producer, Russia has yet to make renewable energy an absolute. Fact number 9. Lake Onega boasts an island full of wooden churches. Kizhi Island, located in the middle of Lake Onega in the Karelian Republic in northwest Russia, is home to several wooden churches built without a single nail. These buildings were apparently erected across an extensive period, with the first dating back to 1390 and the most recent from 1874. The site is now an open-air museum and the church complex, Kizhi Pogost, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. And no wonder, the architecture is a masterpiece, with several elegant domes rising from the tall wooden church towers. Fact number 10. St. Petersburg has a great underground scene. If you live in one of Russia's two biggest cities, St. Petersburg and Moscow, you'll almost certainly use the metro. However, these metro systems are built way underground, so get ready to spend a lot of time on escalators. For example, St. Petersburg's Admiralteyska station has 4 of the highest escalators in the world, rising 68.6 meters (225.07 feet). It takes about 2.5 minutes to go from top to bottom, or vice versa.